Everybody, happy Easter Sunday to everybody. Uh, I am doing well, and I went to Easter sunrise service today. sorry, sorry, I went to Easter sunrise service today, and I really enjoyed it very much. And it was so pretty. It was in the local park, and then we got Cracker Barrel. Yeah, Cracker Barrel stuff for brunch. We had Easter brunch, and I had Uncle Herschel's breakfast, Uncle Herschel's favorite breakfast, and that was a lot of fun. Can y'all hear me okay? How's the sound? Press 1 if the sound is good, and press 2 if the sound is horrible. Not when I'm singing. All right, hey, oh, thank you so much. I look good. Oh, good. I'm very relaxed tonight. I was wearing, folks, my blazers, my blazer. They're all too big for me now, and the problem is I have a really big chest, but I have a small waist, and nothing fits right, so everything looks like a tent. But I was oh good, sound is good, we're doing well, and the lighting is good. Hello there, folks. So we're gonna have a ball and do a few Easter songs just to pep and do some Easter chat. I hope y'all had a good Easter. Hope y'all enjoyed it. I had to take out a loan, folks, to pay for my new chair and my computer, which I'm using right now, and there's no lagging and a dragging, right? But it was worth the money. The computer I got from Staples, and I got this chair from Staples too. And I tried to put it together myself, and I couldn't finish, so I took it in, and the young kid there did it for me. Well, I tried. I love this tie. Went well with my green blazer. And what else do we do? Anyway, folks, oh, I wanted to mention something about the Chinese thing. I'd share with you all something, but I'll get back to that later. I'm going to save that for later, but I want to mention the Chinese thing later. So let's start off with a song. Y'all know a song we're going to do an Easter song here. Or is it Easter? I don't know. Let's do, yeah. La 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 la. I'm getting a lot of new songs lately, folks, and I've been listening to my coffee shop country album, and it ain't half bad. You know? So I was thinking, that's a pretty good, dang good album. Never took off, though. Here we go. Christ is King, everybody sing. Christ is King, everybody sing. Christ is King, everybody sing. Christ is King. Christ is King, everybody sing. Christ is King, everybody sing. Christ is King. That's right. Christ is the Lord, He filled all the scriptures on every chord. Christ is King, hallelujah sing. And don't be ashamed to say it. Christ is King. Excuse me, folks. Christ is King, everybody sing. Christ is King, everybody sing. Christ is King, everybody sing. Christ is King, is King. Christ is King, everybody sing. Christ is King, everybody sing. Christ is King, everybody sing. Christ is King. Christ is King, everybody sing. Christ is King, everybody sing. Christ is King, Christ is King. He is King. All right, folks, we're having a ball. Do I look more executive in this tie? Yeah. The chicken impression. Oh, I want to tell you, since the real VR singer is not the real one, I want to tell him something about the Chinese thing. Okay, folks, I cannot take credit for the Chinese thing. give my friend Colby a shout out. Oh, hello, Colby. Colby, I believe he's the owner of Chick-fil-A. And Colby, thank you so much for your support, kind-hearted words, and I really appreciate it. Okay, so let's all support Colby. Colby, woohoo. Okay, so this is a funny thing about the Chinese thing, and you can quote me on this. Okay, I did not create the Chinese thing. I think that I got it from watching an old movie called Dude, Where's My Car? And you know how Ashton Kutcher goes into the drive-through and the Chinese lady is taking the order and she goes, "And that?" I think that's where I got the Chinese thing. I was watching it. I was watching a rerun of it. Oh my God, it's such an old movie. It came out when I was 21, so in the 2000. Okay, anyway, it's Dude, Where's My Car? And they go to a Chinese restaurant and try to order something, and then Ashton Kutcher keeps saying, "And then, no, and then, no, and then," and the Chinese lady keeps saying, "And that?" I think that's where I got the Chinese thing. So I cannot take full credit for the Chinese thing. But I want to say, y'all, I really love my Coffee Shop Country album. I think it's actually a hidden gem. Uh, Last night was, oh, okay, sure. Last night was incredible. Oh, yeah, and then, so that was like one of the first memes. Like, what was that? A meme from the year 2000. Can you imagine that? A meme from the year 2000? But anyway, folks, that's what that was. A meme. And that's where I got the Chinese thing. So, oh, different Colby. Okay, he's not the owner of a Chick-fil-A. Okay. Okay. Oh, speaking, folks, April is Confederate History Month. So in honor of Confederate History Month, I'd like to do a Confederate song. And this one, of course, is called, no, that's not the one. I want piano. You're not giving me piano. Oh, I see. I gotta get the dual thing off there. No. There we go. I'd like to do this song. It's called God Save the Southern Land. While hostile bands and dangers now threaten our fair land, may God's strong arm protect us with his most mighty hand. Above the southern banner may starlight forge and shine, and round the sacred incense the olive branches shine. Then let the cry awaken from every hero band, and still the prairie echo, God save the southern land. God save the hero spirits that battle for the right. Clothe them in heavenly armor with more than human light. Give them the Holy Spirit to bear our cross on high, and with the sacred merit we win the victory. Then let the cry awaken from every hero band, and still the prairie echo, God save the southern land. And still the prairie echo, God save the southern land. Dio Vendis, everybody. Dio Vendis. That's the motto of our glorious Confederacy. And it means God is with us. You know what? I noticed something, folks, that the Confederacy had a lot more references to God and Jesus, but the Yankees and the Union didn't. No. And the Stars and Stripes, there's nothing Christian about that. But the glorious battle flag, the Army of Northern Virginia, now that's a Christian flag. So it seems like the Confederacy was more devoted to God, and that's why. But of course, Satan can win wars too. Look, Satan was with the Bolsheviks when he won there, so he was with the Yankees. Let's see. What do you think about Dungeons and Dragons? Is it demonic? Yes, I think Dungeons and Dragons, stay away from that. Yeah, because you never know what door you're opening with that. Right, folks? Mm-hmm. So anyway, folks, we're doing well. I finished my school work for the week. And as I mentioned before, folks, I have to go to a tailor because none of my clothes fit. All my clothes are way too big. And I said, I'm not going back to that, I'm not going back to my big boy clothes. I was, when COVID hit, I ballooned up to 300 pounds. So when I went up to that statue that day, I was probably 295 pounds. And everyone on the social media was commenting, said I really porked up because a lot of people hadn't seen me in years since I was playing the Richmond scene. And I used to be not exactly lean, but I was a decent, mildly overweight. Closet door. Actually, my closet door is missing its handle. Yeah, I have a big hole in it. So, thank you so much. Love your resolve. Thank you so much. Anyway, folks, I'm doing really well, folks. Yeah. Let's go to the rock. Shall we go to the rock? I think we should. La 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 la. If I get that right, folks, I think we're on the rock piano. Oh, that makes sense. I'm on rock piano. Can y'all hear the piano okay? I hope so. All right, folks, here we go, folks. Where can I turn when there's no one I can turn to? Who can I talk to when there's no one who will listen? Who is my refuge when there's no foundation stable? I go to the rock I know is able. I go to the rock. I go to the rock of my salvation. I go to the stone that the builders rejected. Climb through the mountains stand by me. When the earth around me is sinking sand, but on Jesus Christ, the solid rock I stand. When I need shelter, when I need a friend, I just go to the rock. Where can I turn when there's no one I can turn to? Where can I refuge when the winds of sorrow threaten? Who is my refuge in the times of tribulation? When my soul needs consolation, I just go way to the rock. I go to the rock of my salvation. I go to the stone that the builders rejected. I to the mountain stands by me. When the earth around me is sinking sand, but on Jesus Christ, the solid rock I stand. When I need shelter, when I need a friend, I just go to the rock. Woo! Yeah, yeah. La da 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 da. Do 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 do. I go to the rock of my salvation. I go to the stone that the builders rejected. Down to the mountains. Mountain stands by me. When the earth around me is sinking sand, but on Jesus Christ, the solid rock, I stand. When I need shelter, when I need a friend, I just go to the rock. I go to the rock. I go to the rock. I just go to the rock. Yeah. Oh my goodness, folks, we all go to the rock, and I don't mean the rock, you know the rock. We go to the rock, and his name is Jesus. All right, folks, well, a lot of folks keep coming and going, but that's fine. Anyway, this is our Easter Sunday broadcast, and I'm so glad to be with y'all. I feel so much better. I feel so much better, and I was say like folks, what else I was going to say? Well, like the ladies, I got in better shape. Well, I will say this. I go to like a local place where a lot of college cuties are, and I do notice that I get a little smile and a wink, and they just smile more at me, and they don't have that look of disgust that they used to. So I do think I'm making progress. But this is a funny thing about the actor Tom Welling. You all know him. He's a couple years older than me. So I discovered Tom Welling before looksmaxing was a thing. And Tom Welling is blowing up in the looksmaxing community. Well, way back in the early 2000s, I was going around all these message boards asking people if I looked like Tom Welling. Because Tom Welling to me was like the best, he looked how I wanted to look. He even had dimples, and I was going to get plastic surgery. Of course, most people responded with hell no, but I asked people, do I look like Tom Welling? Well, now Tom Welling is big in the looksmaxing community. That's not true. No. No, looksmaxing is a very hetero thing to do. The gays are into something else. They do something else. They're into booty maxing, something like that. But, yeah, no. I used to ask, back when I was young, in the early 2000s, I used to ask on IMDb, which is now gone, but they used to have this thing called IMDb, folks. All right, folks. See, how are we doing in the chats? So we still have 5 years. I know every time I do a song, someone doesn't like it, and they go away from me. Oh well. I don't look at all like Tom Welling, but I do look a little bit like that guy that killed his wife. I think his name was Scott Peterson. Yeah, everyone told me I look a little bit like Scott Peterson. Of course, I would never do that to my wife. He killed his wife and his unborn son. So Black Lives Matter. Yeah, I can do that, but we're trying to keep it more Easter friendly. I did have a new song I was working on called Beautiful White Couple. Yeah, I can do some of those. Blah 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 blah. But I'm definitely gonna close with this. I gotta close with the Jerusalem. Yeah, I gotta close with Jerusalem. Let's do this song, folks. It's called Sheltered in the Arms of God. Are we doing all right? Yeah. I feel the touch of hands so kind and tender. They're leading me in paths that I must trod. I'll have no fear, 'cause Jesus walks beside me. For I'm sheltered in the arms of God. So let the storms rage high, the dark clouds rise, they won't worry me, for I'm sheltered safe within the arms of God. He walks with me, and naught of earth shall harm me. No, they won't. For I'm sheltered in the arms of God. You know, folks, Dottie Rambo wrote this song, and may she rest in peace. She was a great songwriter. Really like her work. Yeah, that's right. Soon I shall hear the call from heaven's portals. Come home, my child, it's the last mile you have trod. I'll fall asleep and wake up in God's new heaven, forever sheltered in the arms of God. So let the storms rage high, the dark clouds rise, they won't worry me, for I'm sheltered within the arms of God. He walks with me, and naught of earth shall harm me. For I'm sheltered in the arms of God. For I'm sheltered in the arms of God. Isn't that nice, folks? Oh my goodness. We have 7 viewers. La 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 la. So anyway, folks, we are proud. Yeah. So y'all having a good time? What y'all do for Easter? What y'all do for Easter? Of course, I picked up my meals from Cracker Barrel, and then I had the Uncle Herschel's platter. Anyway, I explained the Chinese thing might be copyright issue because it's from Dude, Where's My Car? And I don't want to violate copyright. Don't want to have those certain demographic after me in Hollywood. So I think I will, don't want to do that. But anyway, dresses women's clothing. No, we have to. Oh, I would never do that. No, but if I had a wife that looked like Christy Nome, I would be very grateful. She is very. Can you believe she's in her mid-50s and she looks like that? Imagine what she looked like in her prime when she was 16. Don't like that. No. So I wouldn't dress in women's clothes. I would at least need a D cup. If I ever did that, I would at least need a D cup. What goes past D? Anyway, folks, we are not being very clean, are we? This is an Easter live stream. So anyway, folks, do you know that Easter is not a pagan holiday? It is actually a Christian holiday, and it was called Resurrection Sunday. And so I'm very thankful because I was talking to the Lord a lot lately, and He's been answering a lot of my prayers, talking back and forth, and, so I think, oh, yeah, that was just my little joke, that it's not, I'm not being serious. But anyway, folks, I'm very grateful, and Easter Sunday is like one of my favorite, holidays. And it usually falls, one year Easter fell on my birthday. I think that was in 2012, and I was 33. So Easter fell on my birthday, so I didn't know what to do. I didn't know. I felt a little, well, should I celebrate my birthday? Because this is the Lord's resurrection day. So I didn't know what to do, but I celebrated my birthday. We had an Easter cake, and that was a lot. That was a lot, that was a lot of fun, folks. No, I should have tried when I had the chance. Like I looked pretty good when I was 30. I should have gone to the speed dating and done all that. But oh well, folks. If wishes were horse flesh, we'd all be thoroughbreds, right? 53. I'm not 53. No, I will be 47 next Wednesday. Can you believe it? 47 next Wednesday. Although 47 is really kind of the new 39. Yeah, that's what I say. 47 is the new 39. No, but the thing is, but I'm really very grateful, and I noticed that since I've lost weight, I'm sweating a lot less. I remember when I was doing a live stream back in 2020, I think it was August, so it was pretty hot, but I was sweating like a hog in a butcher shop, and that's really, so, oh my Lord, and I declare I'm sweating, and I had a little hanky with me. That's what Pavarotti does, because remember Pavarotti would sweat so much, and Pavarotti would sweat, so he carried his little towel with them, because he'd be like, oh, he's sweating all the time. I never served in the military, no. But I heard that Trump is raising the military age, which I think is good. Um, I think I'd be too old now, of course. I think the age limit now is 44, 43. Hi there. Oh, thanks. Good to see you. Yes, I haven't seen you in a while. It's good to see you. I am sweating under my arms, though, folks. Sorry to be gross, but I am sweating under there. Of course, I don't sweat. I glisten. But I'm sweating under there. Um, and anyway, folks, but I do wear deodorant. Oh, let's do Clean Livin'. That's a good Easter song, isn't it? Yeah. Let's do some clean living for you. I sang this. I know Donald Trump likes this one. He told me so in a dream. He loves my Clean Living song. So we're going to do that one. I don't smoke, I don't drink, I don't gamble, I don't do recreational drugs of any kind, and I never watch trash TV. I try to keep up your mind. A lot of folks in this world like to party hardy. That's alright with me, but I'll never be satisfied or start my scene. I wanna live a pure life, as pure as a mountain stream. I want fresh living, clean living. It's the only kind of living for me. Whoa, I don't need to be bad to keep myself happy. Fresh living, clean living. I'd rather be nice than mean. There's not enough dirt in this world to keep me from living clean. I'm socially awkward, I don't do well at parties, and I never know what to say. But I always take a shower, and I use deodorant every day. I don't like staying late at night at hotel rooms. You'll never know what you'll find. So I gotta change all the sheets from the stuff the bed bugs leave behind. There's so much filth in this world, really blows my mind. Ooh, fresh living, clean living, it's the only kind of living for me. I don't need to be bad to keep myself happy. Fresh living, clean living, I'd rather be nice and mean. There's not enough dirt in this world to keep me from living clean. And not enough dirt in this world to keep me from living clean. Fresh living, clean living, get away the dirt. Fresh living, clean living, get rid of the dirt. Fresh living, clean living, get rid of the dirt till it hurts. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Well, folks, we all like to live clean, don't we? And that's more than we can say for some people. But I am so glad that one of those OnlyFans gals, she finally got baptized. And not long ago, I did a song called E-Girl, Listen to Me. Remember that one? And I was doing about the girls that were sleeping with 2,000 men or something like that. And I was thinking, first of all, that must hurt. But secondly, oh my goodness, she is headed for a very bad place with all the venereal diseases and all that. But I think one of them saw the light, and now she's a believer, and that's wonderful. And we praise. Oh, by the way, folks, did you know that Perez Hilton also had a come to Jesus moment when he was in the hospital because he had a perforation in his stomach? And Perez Hilton had a vision. I think the Lord spoke to him, and now he is a believer in God, and hopefully he will come out of his lifestyle choice. And I think it's just wonderful. It's funny because I was thinking about Perez Hilton lately, and I was praying for him a lot, and he looks very sickly, but I think that sometimes it's what it takes. But we're very proud of Perez, and he came on the 700 Club and gave an interview with CBN News, and so he is doing really well. And I think he had another surgery because he had another blood clot or something. But that's what God does. It's blessing in disguise because if he hadn't gotten sick like that, he might not have come to the Lord. And so now he is a believer, and I just think it's wonderful. I'm just very, very, very proud of that. There's also a guy on YouTube named Beckett Cook, and he used to be in the homosexual lifestyle, and he got delivered, and now he runs a podcast, and he interviews ex-gays and how they are doing. Like a lot of the gays, like he was molested by an older relative, and that's how he turned into homosexual. Speaking of that, folks, I'm very weary because I was in the grocery store the other day, and I'm pretty sure there was one of those, in the grocery store, and they just have this spirit around them. But, yeah. So anyway, but I think it's wonderful about Perez Hilton. So many people don't meet Christ until it's at the end. That's why the other two folks are being crucified. That's true. The thief on the cross. But we don't know. I mean, Perez Hilton is not necessarily at the end of his life. He just had he was very sick. And you can be sick and dying, but it's not your time to go. Like, you're not, like, we all have an appointed time to go, but you can be like very close to death and not die. I felt that way before myself. One time I took too much Metamucil, and I was in the bathroom for a while, but wasn't anywhere near death. I just felt like it. Folks, I take off my glasses. When I take off my glasses, do I look almost like do I look like a high tier normie or a Chad Light? Could I pass for a Chad Light, maybe? I was hoping for Chad Light. I'll take high tier normie though, because high tier normie can get a lot of gals go for high tier normies. In fact, most women marry high tier normies. They might say they like the Chads and the Chad Lights, but when it comes to getting married, they prefer the high tier normies because they're more faithful. I think, isn't that true? Yeah, that's my theory anyway. I cannot see a dang thing. But I'm going to get contact lenses because part of my, part of getting better, I'm going to get some contact lenses so I can see. Here we are, folks. Oh, I look presidential. Oh, no. I hardly ever. I'm not really into looks, folks. I just talk about it a little bit because, I do want to look my best. Um, so I did oh yeah, of course I'll do a Q&A soon. Yeah, I'd love to do that. Those would be a lot of fun. I'm going to lose some viewers soon because I'm going to do some more music. I know, right. It's a music channel. Imagine that. So, but I was working on a new song. I think I'm gonna write a song about ice and how we need ice. We really do need ice. You need it in your drinks and you need it on your streets. But I think I'm going to do a song for ice because I really, really like ice. Ba-ba-ram, ba-da-bum, ba-bum. Oh, I think this one is nice. This joyful Easter tide, away with sin and sorrow. My love, the crucified, has sprung to life this morrow. At Christ who once was slain, not burst his 3-day prison. Our faith had been in vain, but now has Christ arisen, 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 but now has Christ arisen. Death's flood has lost its chill since Jesus crossed the river. Lover of souls from ill, my passing soul deliver. At Christ who once was slain, not burst his 3-day prison. Our faith had been in vain, but now is Christ arisen, 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 but now has Christ arisen. My flesh in hope shall rest, and for a season slumber, till trump from east to west shall wake the dead in number. At Christ who once was slain, not burst his 3-day prison. Our faith had been in vain, but now has Christ arisen, 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 but now has Christ arisen. I like that one line, folks. It says that one line where it says, Trump shall sound. Isn't that very prophetic, folks? Donald Trump is anointed by God, so I don't, yeah. Am I here? Of course I'm here legally. My ancestors have been here since the 1600s. So they were one of the first settlers in Virginia and North Carolina and South Carolina. They didn't dare go to Georgia. But they were in Virginia and the Carolinas, and they had land grants from the king. So when they got the land grant, they bought the land, and then they needed people to work the land. So they had workers, to work the land. So it's very simple. They had to leave England because of primogeniture, you know. Trump's spiritual advisor is Paul. I think he got rid of Paula White. I don't think she's his advisor anymore. Yes, Trump is a Christian. Yes, Trump is definitely a Christian. He believes in Jesus and that, Jesus is Lord and the Son of God. And I also, folks, if whenever you talk to someone and they don't believe in the Trinity, they are they are not right, okay? Because the Trinity means the three in one. So, in other words, that God and Jesus and the Holy Spirit are three in one. So the easiest way to explain it is like, how the sun has particles, but the rays of the sun are also part of the sun, but they're also in the sun, right? So it's three in one. Like when you read a book, you have the pages, you have the cover, and then you have the words, right? So they are three in one. I don't see why those Mormons cannot grasp the concept of the Trinity. Of course, yes, they're very nice. No one likes Love on Travis Tritt. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I gotta learn that one. But yes, I like Travis Tritt's. Yeah, he was really good. He was sort of more Southern rock, though he wasn't really country. To me, he was more Southern rock, but I like his stuff. Can we do another song? Oh, someone requested the marriage song. I wish I could do a different kind of marriage song. Don't you all like the song Jesse's Girl? You know that one? Jesse is a friend. Whoa, la 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 la. You know what's funny though? Alvin and the Chipmunks did a cover of Jesse's Girl, and it was for little kids, right? Well, there's a line in there about she's loving him with that body, and I just don't know how they did it, like Alvin and the Chipmunks doing that. Oh, Bunny, I put Bunny away. She's taking a nap right now. She comes out every now and then, but I wish I brought my other bunny because I bought another bunny at Kroger's. There's other songs, but folks, I was listening, but like I said before, I was listening to my Coffee Shop Country album in my car, and I just think it's really a solid album, and I would say it's actually better than Mead Music. I don't know why it didn't catch on, but I had some really good gems in there, and when I did a cover of Terry Turtle's Spring Never Dances with Fall, I thought it was actually very poignant. But we see the ghetto comments. Oh, gecko. Yeah, we see it. But anyway, folks, I really think Coffee Shop Country is one of my most underrated albums that I've ever done. Yeah, I really do. I think it was a good album. So, but I never got the credit for it that I should have gotten. Well, folks, so we're just having a ball. Did I get paid royalties on the cover song? Which cover song? No, he asked me to do it. Yellow Submarine. We all. I don't know. I'm not very good at that. The Beatles, but there's another song I wish I'd done. I can't remember it now, but Georgia, da 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 da, love ya, da 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 da. I would never fall in love again until I found her. I said I would never fall. Unless it's you I'm falling to. I was lost in the dark. See, I like that one. That is by Yellow Submarine. No. Oh, that's one of their worst songs. At least pick a decent Beatles song. Hey Jude. Hey Jude. Hey Jude. Oh, let's do Hipsters, right? Hipsters ruin everything. I got nothing against those hipsters. Some are very good friends of mine. Where did all the hipsters go? Did they all turn into SJWs? I don't know. But they really seem to bring me down 98% of the time. I walk into a coffee shop. Hipsters ruin everything. Their hair's all greasy and it looks like a mop. Hipsters ruin everything. Argyle socks and ironic t-shirts. Oh my goodness. Fixed gear bicycles parked outside, but they never have time to go for a ride. They're way too busy, bring the tension inside. Irony is on their side. I walk into my favorite thrift store. Hipsters ruin everything. I hug on the vinyl, then protest some more. Hipsters ruin everything. Argyle socks and ironic t-shirts. What am I supposed to do with that? Well, Pabst Blue Ribbon is a friend of mine. I don't need a trucker hat. I'm too fat. Oh, plastic black glasses and a bad attitude. Hipsters ruin everything. Take it from me, they're really nasty and rude. Hipsters ruin everything. Well, Donnie Darko is no guy with a win. I don't care how much money you got to spend. Look at vintage is already passé. Hipsters won't have it any other way. Woo! Well, Argyle socks and ironic t-shirts. What am I supposed to do with that? Well, this is really getting out of hand. They're taking over a laundromat. That's that. Oh, big plastic glasses and a bad attitude. Those hipsters, they really think they know everything, but they don't. By collecting Argyle socks, sharing ironic t-shirt, wearing Argyle socks, sharing hipsters ruin everything. Hipsters ruin everything. Ooh. Oh my goodness. How many did we lose with that? Oh, folks, I wanted to do my favorite TV shows. One, maybe not my favorite, but I want to do theme songs for all the TV shows like Full House. Whatever happened to predictability? The milkman, the paperboy, the evening TV. Everywhere you look, there's a heart and to hold on to. So corny, but so good. And then, of course, there's other TV shows. A horse is a horse, of course, and no one can talk to a horse, of course. That is, of course, unless the horse is a famous Mr. Ed. You know that one? Well, Donald Trump's song. Oh, the 4 More Years song. Is that the one you mean? Okay, we can do that one for you. We always like to do it on the Mead streams, right? All right, here we go. 4 more years of Donald Trump and his wonderful, wonderful policies. 4 more years of Donald Trump. He's taking back America. He's gonna keep America great. On that there's no debate. While the Democrats go to jail for a while, 4 wonderful years. There was fraud on election day. That is gonna be hell to pay. But Donald Trump, there's no kidding around. He's gonna run the operation into the ground. Sleepy Joe and do very well. He's gonna spend it in a prison cell. And Kamala, well, you know she's going down below. We'll have our day in court and win victory for all the world to see. 4 more years of Donald Trump and his wonderful, wonderful policies. 4 more years of Donald Trump. He's taking back America. He's gotta keep America great. On that there's no debate. While the Democrats go to jail for a while. Donald Trump was sent by God to save America. He shall set the people free. We'll have a day in court and win victory for all the world to see. 4 more years of Donald Trump and his wonderful, wonderful policies. 4 more years of Donald Trump. He's taking back America. He's gotta keep America great. On that there's no debate. While the Democrats go to jail, Abigail Spanberger's going to jail. Everyone is going to jail under Donald Trump. Oh, bring Trump. 4 more years. Yeah. Oh. All right, folks, we are sweating. Of course, I don't sweat, I glisten, but we're doing that doing really well. So I hope y'all are doing well. I got my hair cut recently by a Mexican, and he did an excellent job. And I think his name was Kale, that was his name. But he did really good. He did exactly what I asked. I showed him the picture, and he said, "Sí." No, just kidding. He spoke English, and yeah. Let's see. I like ice in my coffee. I like ice in my tea. Most of all, I like ice looking after you and me. Oh, God bless ice. Oh, God bless ice. If you stand in their way, they'll be hell to pay. God bless ice. That's something nice, isn't it, folks? A little Christian song for you. So anyway, folks, I'm so glad I finished my skew work early because I've got the college blues already, but I'm planning to go over to campus soon and scope out the scenery. Lots of cute college gals over there. And we're going to see, and I'll introduce myself, and I'll say, hello. And then, yeah. We got to finish the show, folks. We're going to do a very beautiful song for you. And this is for the beautiful country of Israel, which, I know there's a lot of people don't like it, but we do. And don't we, folks? Put a 1 in the chat if you love Israel, and put a 2 in the chat if you don't care for Israel. So we're going to do this song for you. Oh, wait a minute. Have a Mansion Over the Hilltop first. Oh, that's the wrong key anyway. Anyway, well, let's do this song for you. Wait a minute. We have to do this song. Did I have the lyrics to this? Christ the Lord is risen today. Hallelujah. Son of men and angels say, hallelujah. Raise your joys and triumphs high. Hallelujah. Sing ye heavens, earth reply. Hallelujah. Love's redeeming work is done. Hallelujah. Fought the fight, the battle won. Hallelujah. blow our sun's eclipses o'er. Hallelujah. Lo, he sets in blood no more. Hallelujah. That's right, folks. That's what Easter's all about. Hallelujah. Christ the Lord is risen today. And that's why we have hope and faith and joy, and that's why we keep going. I wouldn't be able to go without this wonderful message. And that's what we know, and that's what we know is to be true. Witnessed by hundreds of people. And all you have to do is come to Jesus today and accept Him as your Lord and Savior, and have eternal life and be blessed. That's right, folks. So that's the message today, is Christ the Lord is risen today. Well, He went up to heaven to be with the Father. And, Anyway, folks, let's finish with the Israel song. This is our tribute to the beautiful country of Israel and the new Jerusalem, of course. Last night as I lay sleeping, there came a dream so fair. I stood at old Jerusalem, beside the temple there. I heard the children singing, and ever as they sang, methought the voice of angels from heaven answering. Methought the voice of angels from heaven and answering. Jerusalem, Jerusalem, lift up your gates and sing. Hosanna in the highest, Hosanna to your King. And then methought my dream had changed, the streets no longer rang. Hushed were the glad hosannas, the little children sang. The sun grew dark with mystery, the morn was cold and chill, as a shadow of a cross arose upon a lonely hill. As a shadow of a cross arose upon a lonely hill. Jerusalem, Jerusalem, hark how the voice is known. Hosanna in the highest, Hosanna to your King. And once again the scene was changed, new earth there seemed to be. I saw the holy city beside the timeless sea. The light of God was on its streets, the gates were open wide, and all who would might enter, and no one was denied. No need for moon or stars by night, or the sun to shine by day. It was the new Jerusalem that would not pass away. It was the new Jerusalem that would not pass away. Jerusalem, Jerusalem, lift up the day's o'er. Hosanna in the highest, Hosanna forevermore. Hosanna in the highest, Hosanna forevermore. Oh my goodness. Sorry about that, folks. They ought to call that Jerusalem, because that's what I was having. Oh my goodness. Anyway, folks, we tried. Where are we? Where are my glasses? I can't see a dang thing. Oh, we got 4 viewers. So anyway, folks, thank you all for going with me tonight for Easter Sunday. And let's close with a song, a hymn, and a prayer. So if y'all have any prayer requests mentioned in there, I'll try to pray for you if I can. I have a whole lot of people to pray for, especially me. But and so, hope you all have a beautiful Easter, and hope you all enjoyed tonight's show. And I'm going to do another live stream for Confederate History Month, where we celebrate the glorious Confederacy. And we'll be talking about Stonewall Jackson and Robert E. Lee and Jeb Stuart and Jefferson Davis, who I happen to be related to, and a whole bunch of other Confederates. And, oh my goodness, stop that. So, anyway, folks, let's do a song. This is called Life's Roadway to Heaven, and we'll send you off riding. Life is like a mountain railroad with an engineer that's parade. We must make the run successful from the cradle to the grave. Watch the curves, the fields and tunnels. Never falter, and never fail. Keep your hand upon the throttle and your eyes upon the rail. Blessed Savior, thou wilt guide us till we reach that blissful shore, where the angels wait to join us in that great forevermore, where the angels await to join us in that great All right, good night, everybody. And remember, folks, that I proclaim it right here that Jesus Christ is Lord, and it's very important to remember that. And He died for your sins. And a lot of folks, unfortunately, are going to hell, but you can be one of the people that don't have to go there. But unfortunately, most people are going to hell forever and ever. But Jesus Christ can save you from that, and He's done a lot for me, and He'll do a lot for you. So thank you all for watching. Go to my website at meetskeletonsplace.com. And remember, folks, say a prayer for someone special today. Bye-bye.